Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. How's it going? I got little one home with me today. She's not feeling well. I'm not sure if I'm sending her to daycare yet. She has started a cough. So I'm like, I don't know if I keep her home today. Maybe it'll help her heal her a little bit before it gets any worse. I'm not really sure. I'm new at this, guys, so if any of you are mamas, actually, I could always use the advice. But I think I'm going to keep her home with me today. So if you're there, please say hello. So we're going to keep this short, actually, because I'm not sure how she's going to do. Hi, Jill. Good morning. How are you? How's it going? Hello, hello. I'm just going to make sure this is streaming from my page, and I'm going to share this in the Confident Ladies Club, so that those of you who are in there can see this. If you are there, say hello. Good morning, Catherine. How's it going? Share with me, everyone. What do you guys celebrate? I celebrate Christmas. And are you done with your Christmas shopping? And my answer for that is no. Are you done with your holiday shopping from whatever you guys celebrate? Let's see. All right, this should be live in the Confident Ladies Club now. But let's see. I am not done. I actually ordered one more thing this morning. Hopefully I shared this in the right group. I think last time I went live in the wrong group or something crazy like that. No, it didn't share. I don't know why. I'm gonna try it again. Share. Oh, you know what I think I did? I think I shared it on my own timeline again. I did this last time in a group. Go Peanut. And then Confident Ladies Club. That should work. Hi, Sue. Good morning. How are you? How's it going? Catherine said Christmas. Yes, I finish on Black Friday. Oh, whoop, big girl, that's coffee. Can't have that. Oh my goodness. Oh, I always admire people who can get their stuff done early like that. That is pretty impressive, Catherine. I wish I could say I'd do the same. But we over here are usually Christmas Eve, still getting stuff shopped. Wow, that's pretty impressive. All right, if anyone else is there, say hello. You okay, baby girl? Yeah, she's just not feeling so great, it seems like. I think there's something going around. There was something at daycare, so that's probably what it is. Hi, Lisa, how are you? Good morning. How are you doing? My next question for everyone actually is, are you guys taking time off for the holidays? My little one's daycare is closed all next week, so it's a perfect, hi Rachel, good morning. It's the perfect excuse to just take off and stay home with her. We might go to my in-laws for me to get some writing done, 1 or 2 days, but something going around, lots of babies and mamas are sick. Okay, yeah, I know at the daycare that there was, one of the babies had RSV. So they said just to look out for symptoms. So I think I'm gonna just keep her home today. I feel more comfortable doing that. I hate sending her when she's sick. Although tomorrow I might have to send her. Tomorrow would be her last day before our long break until 2018. So you're working. Wow. Yeah, so we're gonna take next week off. I'm going to do some writing, but that's about it. And guys, I'm going to share this with you, and then we're going to dive into the content. But I had the biggest aha moment. You have no idea. I feel like this year, we were actually in my Bible study last night talking about, some of us were sharing about our words of the year. And my word for year 1 in business was run. I just felt like I needed to run as fast as I could. And I don't know, I had this longing that I needed to, and this desire, it was I don't know how to put it. It's not like something that I had to do, but just something I really, really wanted to do. But I just wanted to run, and I wanted to just like consume as much information, put as much information out there. Yeah. And looking back, like I didn't know why. I was like, why? Like, why do I need to do this so quickly? And looking back, I know why, because I was able to build that strong foundation in my business. And yeah, I was like on the verge of burning out, but it was supposed to be like that. Like, I truly believe that that's the way that year one in business was supposed to be, because year two is when I found out baby girl was going to be coming. And I literally, like, year two, like, my word of the year for 2017 was surrender. And that has been the theme, guys. Like, every single day, it's been a challenge. It's been a struggle. It hasn't been easy. Surrendering things, like, guys, back in the day, if, like, even when, like, I first had the baby, if there was a day where, like, she was sick and, like, I had things scheduled and I couldn't get things done, like, I would freak out. Like, just have, like, a mini panic. Like, what am I going to do? I have this call today and I have this and that. And you know what, guys? All you have to do is just cancel and say, I can't do it. I can't do everything. So 2017 for me was surrender. And I am still being challenged with that. And I know we still have a whole week left. And I know I'm going to continually be challenged with that and probably even all the time, you know? It's not like a word, like, our words never go away. Yeah, you want some more, Baba? No? You want mommy? Let's see if I can feed her this way. You want mama? Yeah. I think she wants the computer. She loves computer screens. Oh, so Catherine says she's taking off from her organizing business. Here, baby girl. Here you go. Come here. You want to eat that way? Yeah, she wants mommy. Hopefully you guys didn't just see that, but it is what it is, right? If you did. Sue says she's taking time off to do some other projects the week before Christmas and New Year's. Very nice. Oh, that's fun. So this year has been the year of surrender. And guys, I started working with a new coach a couple weeks back, and I've had a coach that I've been working with in addition, who's been helping me with my book since September. And guys, like, these people are like the two most precious, insightful, and wise people I've ever worked with. I feel so fortunate to have them in my life. And the last, like, couple of weeks I have had, and I feel like I talk about this all the time, right? I think a lot of us do. Like, wow, like, I had the biggest aha moment I've ever had. I had the biggest aha moment I ever had. But that's the reality in life, is that the longer that we live, like, the more of these moments we're going to have. Like, it doesn't just happen, like, every now and then, but, like, sometimes these aha moments are going to happen every single day. And the thing is that, like, not everyone notices them, because not everyone is still enough to see them. So I think that it's really special when you can acknowledge when these things happen. Like, when you have people in your life who can be a mirror for you and just say, like, this is what I see. And I'm literally, like, the thing that my coach, well, both coaches. So last night, the night before, my writing coach brought some things up. Like, I submitted my book proposal to her, and she was like, this is great, pretty much done, but I'm going to throw you a curveball. I think that there's another direction where, like, you really want this to go. And if you went in that direction, like, that would be, like, you really showing up for yourself. So I felt like I was being vulnerable. I felt like I was putting myself out there with what I've written so far in my proposal, with my sample chapters. But when she uncovered and pointed this thing out to me, like, something that's been like one of my old coaches used to say, like, there's that thing that's, like, right underneath your nose that, like, you can't see, but everyone else can see. And she's like, there's this part of you that you have not been showing up for. And this is it. And this is what I think will really make the book. Blown away. And the crazy thing is, I messaged my other coach after, And she was like, I've been thinking the same exact thing. I was going to tell you the same thing. So I feel like I'm back at square one. I know I'm not. Like, I don't have a whole lot of work to do, but I do have some work in order to turn this proposal into something different. So like the name of the book is going to be different. Like the direction's going to pretty much stay the same, but the language is going to be a lot different. So that's what it's been a little bit challenging, because I'm like, oh my God, but this proposal was so good. And now I'm like tearing it apart and switching it around, but it's okay, because things that are good things in life are not always going to come easily. Like sometimes there's going to be a little bit more of a struggle, and those things that we work maybe a little bit harder for, or put a little bit more time and love into, I should not even say harder, but just like put more love into, those are the things that are really going to succeed. So like the book would have, done well probably how I already had it, but I just have a feeling that if I can show up 100%, 110%, and put what both of them pointed out to me into the book, it's really going to change some people's lives and make an even bigger impact. I know that. And yeah, it might be crazy. I was thinking this earlier, like people might think I'm crazy, like sharing that I'm like writing a book proposal and this and that, because a lot of people write proposals and nothing ever happens with them. Like agents don't take them, publishers don't take them. And I'm in that place where like, guys, I don't care. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you. I am just believing that no matter where this book ends up, like it's going to end up in the hands of the right people, whether that's somebody taking it, a publisher publishing it, or if it's down the road, me self-publishing it. Like, I know that the right people are going to get it, but right now I feel like this is the place it's supposed to go to. It's supposed to land in the lap of some agents. So we'll see. And I'm praying for those people too, for the right ones to read it. The right ones who are like, are going to read it and be like, this is what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for someone to write this book. So with that being said, this whole new direction that the book is going into, Heather said J.K. Rowling was rejected like 1,000,000 times before someone had the brains to take Harry Potter. Oh my gosh, you're right. I always forget that. Yeah, and you know what? I'm like, this could be a long process. Like a lot of these agents say, like, submit and like you might not hear back for 8 weeks. And they say that you should really only submit to one agent at a time. Because what happens if you do submit to a couple and, a couple do get back to you, then it's like a really sticky situation. So, you okay down there, baby girl? It could be a very, very long process. So this book I'm writing sort of as the future Kate, how I want to show up in the future and how I want to show up right now, but it's like that more like robust version, bolder version of Kate. And with that being said, with me putting my book in that direction, that means that my business is also going to go in a little bit of a different direction, which is why I'm going to take a little bit of time off. Oh, Andrea, good morning. Hi, thank you so much. Oh, Andrea was one of my clients. Amazing, amazing person. When we worked together, she was a therapist. She had a therapy practice and a coaching business, and was a full-time mom to a 2-year-old, and had just had a baby. So little one wait a second, he must have just turned 1. Oh my goodness, she has her hands full and she's doing it all. She inspired, you know what's really funny, guys, is that before I even knew I was pregnant, I had been given literally like a handful, like 5 different new clients who all were either moms or pregnant. He's 1 tomorrow. Oh my goodness. I don't know where the time goes. It feels like just yesterday. And it really does. It feels like yesterday that he was born. Oh my goodness. And I remember you. You were like superwoman. Like you got back from the hospital, like maybe it was the day of or the next day, and you were like hosting Christmas at your house, if I remember correctly. And I was like, wait a second, you're not even supposed to be on your feet yet. She was like cooking and had like everyone over her house, all of her family. We have a lot of super mamas here. That's all I can say. Yes, Therapists Unite. Yeah. Oh, it was Christmas Eve. I remember that. I was like, what is she doing? She needs to be resting and letting people wait on her. But you were like, nope, I'm just going to do it myself. Yeah, so Heather she was one of my clients last fall, and she had a baby. And yeah, it was just so funny. And it was perfect timing because I felt like I could finally like relate to my clients even more and like understand even more like what they were going through and what it was like to be a mom and have a business. And you know what? It could be not even having a baby and having a business, but having animals and having a business. Like, that's hard, guys. When I got Turbo, I'm telling you, in some ways it was almost harder because I didn't know what to expect. At least with a baby, I sort of knew what to expect. But it was hard having Turbo, guys. He was a bad boy when he was a puppy. We got him from a rescue, and he was just like, I think he had been like really traumatized, and he was just so naughty. And gosh, my battery just dies so quickly. Every now and then, those naughty puppy behaviors will still come out. I don't know if you saw my Instagram story last night, but he started this thing yesterday where he's been jumping and putting his head in the sink. He's like obsessed with smelling her food because like we don't let him try any of her food. And we make like her dinner time food, like give her like chicken or turkey and vegetables. And we have this little like old fashioned meal thing that my aunt gave us. Yeah, Turbo's so naughty. And you put the food in and then you like turn it and it like turns into baby food. It's so cool. It like looks like chopped meat actually. Like that's how the food comes out. And yeah, he's been like going nuts. Like he wants her food and his head was in the sink and I caught him licking the mill. That was the only thing that was in the sink. Gross, disgusting. So we can't keep anything in the sink anymore, which actually is not a bad thing because it means my dishes need to always be cleaned. Yeah, so where was I getting at with that? Anyways, so yeah, back to like this whole process and like where it's going to lead me in my business. It's going to be different. And it's also really exciting. And I was in the same sort of place when right before I had Annabelle, I felt like I don't know if some of you remember this, but I had taken on just like a handful of clients and I said like after that, packages, programs, everything's closing down until like I'm back from maternity and I don't know when that's going to be. And that was really scary. Just like saying like I'm not taking new people or I don't know what's going to happen. And I feel like I'm sort of in that same place again. I will say that out loud. And I really don't have a plan right now for 2018, but I'm giving myself space to just like think about and visualize like what's going to feel the best, not maybe even like what makes the most sense. And this is what I'm working with my coach on, but like what is going to feel the best, what's going to serve my clients the best. And I have no idea, but all I know is that I'm going to be creating something that is going to be like nothing like I've ever created before. I do know that, but I don't know what it is. I have no idea. So I actually did have a plan though, guys. I had a plan. I had a couple plans and I'm not sure what I'm going to do about those plans anymore. I really don't know. I have to think on it. I have to like do lots of journaling and lots of praying because one of them was a very exciting plan, especially, but I may be saying no to it. I don't know. Scary, guys. But I'm doing this with you. What do I want to do and what do I want to be? That's exactly it, Rachel. Yeah, and how do I want it to feel? That's the other thing. And how do I want my clients to feel? Yeah, I think that sometimes in business, it's very easy to, especially when life is busy, right? Like being a new mom or starting a new business, like you think that you need to strategize more and come up with these other like systems and steps. But, you know, sometimes it works for a little, but again, it's always about the mindset and like what's feeling right for you and what's aligned for you. And like, I've got to just stop and pause and check back in with myself and figure out what that is. And it's crazy that this like book proposal like brought up all this stuff for me. But I'm really excited about it, and I'm going to take some time off. So I don't know what that means. And when I say, yes, Andrea, and I know this is what you teach on too. You do very similar work. Yeah, it's about just like taking that space. And when I say take a break, like, I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's like unplugging for a day or unplugging for 2 weeks or unplugging for, 12 hours. I have no idea. So I'm not going to like tell you guys. We'll see. But I'm just really excited about what's to come and what the next thing's going to be. Because I know there's something inside that like needs to be birthed. And it's not another baby yet. Not yet. There will be more babies, but not yet. I got to get the hang of this one first. So, wow, I've already been talking for 20 minutes. Speaking of that, let's get to the content really quickly. All right, so I'm going to share with you guys. I've got a sleeping baby under my sweater right now. Don't we all love sleeping babies? I love them awake and adorable, but I also love when she takes her naps. I'm going to share with you guys the blog post. I'm just going to like go over a couple of these things real quick because I think it is important that we still get to this. And my battery's going to die, guys. I don't know. I just charged it and it went from 20% down to 10%. So I only got a couple minutes. So I'm going to keep this quick. Okay. So these are the last 5 tips of 30 tips. It was 6 weeks of how to get into the mindset of a CEO. Yes, my friend Erica just texted me. We're going to get together on Tuesday. She does all my pictures for me. She's an awesome photographer. If anyone needs a photographer, she's amazing. So number 1 is your list size does not dictate your success. I want you guys to know this, all right? My first year in business, I filled all of my programs and was making 5-figure months with, how many did I have? 380 people on my list. That's it, 380 people on my list. So your list size, I know people will say like, you're not gonna do this unless you have 1,000 on your list or this many on your list. And my list has grown significantly, but I will tell you, my list was more engaged when I had less people. And I think that's just sort of normal. And I think email marketing has shifted a little bit over the last 2 years. But there is, I'm not going to get into all of it, but there is like a numbers game. So like if you are doing a program and like a low cost program, you're looking to fill it, like you do need a certain amount of people. So I'll say there were 380 people on my list, and that was filling most of my one-to-one programs. So I didn't need a ton of people in order to get to that place. So that's the whole thing. But if you're like wanting to get like 20 people in a group program, like you're going to need a lot more people on your list. But I will tell you, you do not need a big list to be successful. Ignore everyone who says that. My list this year is 150 people. Yes, that's amazing. That's amazing, Catherine. You nurture those 150 people and treat them like gold. And that's awesome. Those people all want to be there. Number 2, you don't need to be everywhere, guys. All right? I tell you this over and over and over again. Show up where you can show up and where you're going to be consistent. I show up on Facebook and I show up on Instagram. Every now and then I try to be hopeful, or not hopeful, I don't know what the word is. But I get like very like eager and I want to like try something new. Can't even remember what it was called, guys. But some other thing I tried this summer, and I was consistent for like a month, and then I was like, I'm done with this. I just want to do Facebook and Instagram. And that's fine. All right. If you're consistent with Twitter and Pinterest, then do Twitter and Pinterest. Don't feel like you got to do everything, okay? There's a time and place. Like, I would love, like that's one of my goals, is to have like a really nice Pinterest account. But that will come with time. Like it's not right now, and that's okay. Just show up in 1 or 2 places, 3 tops. Number 3, only commit to what you're going to do. I have learned this one time and time again. If you say you're going to do something, do it. Do not overcommit. And this will go into the next one too. So I could say, I want to show up live every day for you guys. I want to check in every day. But if I did that, I probably wouldn't, it wouldn't happen. I know it wouldn't happen. So that's why I say, you know what, every Wednesday at 9:30, there will be some weeks where I need to like maybe shift it a little bit because of something going on. But other than that, every Wednesday morning, I'm consistent and I come and I show up live. If you say you're gonna do it, go and do it. And the next one, overpromise, underpromise. I almost tricked you guys. Underpromise, overdeliver. All right, underpromise, overdeliver. When you have programs, when you have packages and products or whatever it is that you give your clients, always underpromise. I learned this from a coach I worked with early on. She would always like say like, this is what's included in the program, but then she would throw in all of these fun little bonuses and little things here and there while we were working together. And that was so much fun. It was so nice to have these little surprises. So that's what you want to do to your clients. You want to wow them. You don't want to say like, you're getting all these things and then, because I've heard this time and time again. People sign up for the programs, they get in, they're promised all these things, and then as soon as the cart closes and they're in the program, the coach just was like, bye-bye, peace out, guys. Good luck, and doesn't show up. That is not a way to run your business, all right? Or, you know, that's happened to me with other like people I've contracted with for other like virtual assistant services. They say they're gonna do all these things and then they don't end up doing them. Under promise, over deliver. Under promise, over deliver. I don't know why I'm getting a flip this morning. Always, always, always. You want to wow people. The last one, no matter what you're going through in your business, believe there's a reason behind everything. Are you slow with booking clients? Maybe it's a time you need to be working to prepare yourself for those new clients. All right? So I'll tell you guys a funny story. It's an aha moment that I recently had. So I shared with you guys, this is probably back in November, that I was booked with clients. I wasn't taking anyone on till January, any new clients on till January. Put up a wait list and put out there that the rest of November and December, I would be focusing on my book proposal and just serving the clients I already have. Like I didn't need any more clients. I didn't have any more time for any more clients. And then that's what I was doing. That's what I was working on. Every now and then I would start to like, be like, why am I not getting new clients? What am I doing wrong? This is so weird. And then I'd have to check back in with myself and remind myself, hello, you told people you were putting a wait list up. You are focusing the next 6 weeks on writing your proposal and just serving the clients you already have. This is what you asked for. And look, you're getting it right now. And I'm like, oh yeah, duh. All right, let me get back to what I'm doing. The next week, this is really weird. I'm not getting any new clients. Hello, again. I'm putting this out there. I want 6 weeks off. I'm putting it out there, putting it into the world to just work with my clients that I have, to just focus on my book proposal. And it's because I get this, like, I've gotten this uncomfortable feeling because it's uncomfortable. Because I'm used to just people coming in all the time and getting new clients and saying, oh my goodness, like, how am I going to find time for this or that? So, but I'm actually being given what I've been asking for. And that's time and space to work on this book. So it's so funny how sometimes we're asking for the thing, and then what we're comfortable with, what we're used to, isn't happening anymore because we're given the thing. And then we get all like mixed up and like, why is this happening? What's going on? Because it's uncomfortable. So be really aware, guys. Like, what you put out is what you're going to receive. All right, and we're going to end there today. And I don't even know what I wrote about in this. Guys, I wrote these like a long time ago. I'll tell you that. I sat down and I wrote them all. And way before the holidays. Because I didn't want to, I wanted to be able to just like be in the moment and focus. And that was a whole other thing. I wanted all my content done for these 6 weeks. And that's why I did a 6-part series. So that I could have those 6 weeks to just focus on the clients I already have and to work on this book proposal. We are silly human beings, right? Well, I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day, great holiday. And please let me know how you're doing. Please take some time off for yourself. Do something fun. Do something restful. And I can't wait to see you guys back in 2018. Talk to you all soon. And quick before I forget, those of you who participated in the Mindset Reset Challenge, I need to get back to a bunch of you because I have to send some of you guys some stuff and send some of you some links. So I've just been focused on a bunch of other things, wrapping up the challenge, but I have a bunch of emails to get to. So I'll be getting back to some of you very, very shortly. All right, loves. Merry Christmas, Jill. Thank you. I'll talk to you all soon.